Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Debbie. I am the she in Sheality TV, and today I want to talk about seeking sister wife, specifically the Snowdens and the Merrifields. Okay, so on this episode of Seeking Sister Wife, let's do the Merrifields first. So last week, the episode ended with Roberta saying that if Garrick didn't stand up, she couldn't be in the relationship. And we were all like, what does that mean? I didn't know what that meant. It sounded like she meant that if Garrick didn't get Dannielle on board with the whole sister wife thing, that she couldn't be involved, which is technically what she meant. She said, if this week she clarified it, and she said, if Dannielle can't manage the jealousy and the insecurities and all that other kind of stuff, then she couldn't be in the relationship. And she told Garrick, if Dannielle can't handle it, then I can't. Like, I'm not happy with her being miserable. So if she's not happy, I won't be happy, and I won't be able to be in a relationship with you, which is fair, right? So I'm kind of Team Bert. Then Garrick says,
God is on our side and will work things out, and sister seeks God.
I can't stand this guy. I really can't stand him. He is trying to manipulate her with the whole God thing. This is what God wants. Listen, if this is what God wanted, and I'm just speaking logically, if this is what God wanted, Dannielle wouldn't be having such a hard time with it. This is like, we're not getting into the Bible, but I don't know. It would be an easier transition if this was what God wanted, right? I could be wrong. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, but yeah, she's having too hard a time of it to blame this all on God. So he says,
She'll have to keep praying until she's totally delivered from all jealousies and insecurities.
and Roberta goes, yeah, I don't know. Both times she says, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, like I'm not. I think you're wrong. If one wife is insanely jealous, it can't work. It just can't. So, and Roberta is aware of that. So, yeah, they're still in Mexico, and they're on their date, and Dannielle is lonely because she's by herself, and her husband is off with another woman, right? And then Garrick says, I really do hope we can work this out, and because I really do love Roberta, and I can't live without either one of them. Really? Dude, you were planning on divorcing your wife way back. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how this is going to turn out, but I feel like at some point Dannielle will give her head a shake and go, yeah, I'm not down with this. I don't care. You can have him, right? I'm hoping. Fingers crossed. That's pretty much all that happens with the Merrifields on this episode. Let's talk about the Snowdens. Okay, so the Snowdens have Tayler at their house. Tayler is the second potential sister wife that they're dating, okay? So, I don't know, I'm feeling like Tayler is all about Dimitri. Like, she is right into Dimitri. That's how I'm feeling. I feel like she is all about the D train, and she is looking to jump the queue to get on it. So, they have their visit, and everything goes well, blah, blah, blah. I don't know about you guys, but it would really creep me out if someone that I had never met and that my children had never met was as happy to see my kids as she is to see the Snowden kids and the Snowden adults. I mean, when she gets out of the car, she is so overjoyed to see this family. It's just like, I don't know, maybe because I'm not a touchy-feely type person, I find that odd, but yeah, it just felt weird. And that the kids are so attached to her so quickly. Well, the kids get attached to everybody quickly, but whatever. It feels weird. So anyways, they go through their visit. She goes on a date with Dimitri in this episode, and they kiss and whatever. They have, little back and forth banter, and they kiss, and I don't know. It feels like she is all on Team Dimitri. So when it's time for her to go home, she decides that she does not want to leave. And deciding that you don't want to leave is one thing because you feel like, you know what, I had such a great time and, you know, I really would love to stay, but I have to go home. And you guys, you know what? We have to let this visit marinate and figure out, you know, am I right for this union? Do I want to be in this union? Do you guys want me in this union? I should leave you to talk as a couple. But she doesn't do that. She goes, I would like to stay. Now, like I said before, I'm feeling like she's just trying to jump the queue to get on the D train, even though there is a supposedly like from the day they make the decision that she's going to be a part of their family, there's a 3 week waiting period before they can actually be intimate. But like I said, I'm feeling like she just wants to jump the queue ahead of Crystalline because the Snowdens feel like they need to get Crystalline's thoughts on Tayler staying after her visit because they were, after all, dating Crystalline first, right? So she should be, chronologically speaking, the first one to join the family. But this would make Tayler the first one to join the family. So they tell Tayler, they're kind of shocked that she wants to stay. And they tell Tayler that, you know what, they should call Crystalline and see how she feels. So Taylor's like, oh, okay, I'll call her. I just feel like this woman is just too eager to get into this family. And I feel like it's because she is jonesing for Dimitri. Like she is all about Dimitri and getting on that D train early. That's my thoughts. But I tend to be a bit of a cynic. And when it looks to me like someone has an ulterior motive, it's usually because they have an ulterior motive. But whatever. In addition, I don't know how the Snowdens are like so like they're kind of apprehensive, but they're fine with her staying. And I don't understand how they don't go, don't you have to go home and sort some shit out? Like, don't you have a job to leave or a lease to end or an apartment to pack up or something? Like, does it not concern them that she doesn't have to like tie up her old life before jumping into this one? What happens when she decides she doesn't like this life? She's just gonna jump out as quickly as she jumped out of the last life. Like, do you know what I mean? She's gonna jump out of this life as quickly as she jumped out of her single life. I'm kind of surprises me that they haven't thought that. I'm also thinking, I think that Tayler got to the Snowdens house, spent her time there, and decided, you know what, I kind of like being in front of the camera. There's always that. I think there is always that consideration that they're doing it for the 15 minutes of fame. Like with all of these people, not just with her, right? They all they get in front of the camera and they go, you know what? Yeah, this could give me some clout. This could give me some digital credit. Let me stay for a little while. I feel like for Tayler, it's all a part of that. Anyways, they call Crystalline, and Crystalline, of course, because she's really laid back, and so she says, yeah, I think that's great. Yeah, throw away the suitcase, you know, whatever. So Tayler is apparently staying. Yeah, I see red flags all over that. All over that, because that wasn't the plan. She was going to, like Crystalline, come, visit, leave. And if I were the Snowdens or one of the Snowdens, I would be thinking, okay, so she's completely taken that decision out of our hands. It's like deciding to buy a new car with the salesman standing right there. You know what I mean? No, I think that's wrong. I think that's wrong. I think it's rude. I think it's rude of her to ask, can I stay? Without letting them have the space and the opportunity to talk about it amongst themselves without her standing right there. Yeah, I don't know. I see red flags all over Tayler. What do you think? That's all I've got for Seeking Sister Wives for today. My name is Debbie. This is Sheality TV. I will see you next time. Peace.